Hello and welcome back to Math with Miss V, as we're going into part 2 of solving simple interest equations. So in the previous video, we looked at how to find simple interest, and occasionally we looked at how to find the total of the principal and the simple interest. In this video, we will solve the simple interest formula when different parts are missing, such as the principal, rate, and time. So in this case, we will be given interest, and we'll have to either find how much money we started with, the rate at which we earn money, or how long we left it to earn its money. As a reminder, the simple interest formula is I equals PRT, principal, times rate times time. Our interest, I, is the amount of money earned. Our principal, P, is your starting amount of money. The rate, R, is the percent, which has been changed into a decimal to solve the formula. And T is time in years. And as a reminder, the total is your principal plus your interest. It's your total payback or payout, depending on if you owe the money or someone is giving you the money. So let's just jump right in with some examples. This first one says $1,000 at 5%, and it earned $125. How long was the money invested? So how long was the money invested? So we had $1,000 at 5%, and it earned, okay, keyword here, earned $125. So I equals P times R times T. So I have my interest. I have how much I earned. That's $125. I have my principal. That's how much I started with. That's the $1,000. And I have my rate. That's 5%. We're going to divide by 100 to get 0.05. And as my question indicates, how long, I'm looking for time. So just like with other equations, we're going to start by combining what's the same on one side. So 1,000 times 0.05 gives us 50. 50 times t equals 125. Divide by 50 because we undo multiplication with division. So t, our time, equals 125 divided by 50. And it's 2.5. So it took 2.5 years to earn this $125. Okay, we have $550 invested for 2 years, and it earned $75. What is the simple interest rate? Well, here's my keyword of what I'm looking for, my rate. Okay, I equals P times R times T. My I, that's how much I earned. That's $75. My principal is how much I started with, $550. I'm looking for my rate, so I'm going to put R. And I invested for 2 years. The first thing we're going to do is multiply our two numbers. So 550 times 2 gives us 1,100 R equals 75. I'm going to undo my multiplication with division. So 75 divided by 1,100 gives us a bit of a long decimal, but that's okay. I see that it repeats. So we're going to say 0.0681. Now, rates are still percents. We can't just put a percent sign on the end of this and call it done. We have to multiply it by 100. So 0.0681 times 100 will give us 6.81%. So the simple interest rate was 6.81%. Okay, so this is important to realize that if you are finding your rate, okay, anytime they ask you to find your rate, find R. Whatever answer you get, you must multiply by 100 so that you can turn it back into a Okay, let's go into our next questions. You borrowed $24,000 at 2.5% interest. So we borrowed $24,000 at 2.5% interest and paid a total of $28,450. How long, here's my keyword of what I'm looking for, did it take to pay off the loan? Okay, so this one will have an extra step. I know I'm looking for my time. I have my principal, I have my rate, I have my time, which is what I'm looking for. I still need my I, and that's not in here. However, I have been given my total, and I know that total equals my principal plus my rate. I mean, my principal plus my interest. So by solving our total, we can then find our interest and then find how long it took to pay off our loan. So our total is $28,450, which equals $24,000 plus my interest. I'm going to undo this addition with subtraction. So I equals 0.544. So my interest is $4,450. So 4,450 equals the principal, 24,000, times my interest rate. So 2.5 divided by 100, which gives me 0.025, and then times my time. And I'm actually going to move my work over just a smidge so I have enough room to write all this down. So times t. The first thing is to multiply these two numbers. So 24,000 times 0.025, which gives us 600. So 4,450. We're going to undo our multiplication with division. So 4,450 divided by 600 gives us that t equals, and because this is time, I'm just going to round to the nearest whole number. So I have 7.4, which would round to just 7 years. So it will take about 7 years to pay off this total loan. Our next one. So $334 was earned. Okay, now that's a key word, earned. That tells me that this is my interest. After 5 years, okay, 5 years, that's my time, at 5.5% interest. So this is my rate because I see my percentage symbol. What is the principal amount of money? There's my keyword. I'm looking for the principal. I equals P times R times T. So I is 434. I'm looking for my principal. My rate is 5.5%. So 5.5 divided by 100 gives us 0.055. And my time is 5. Lots of 5s. So we're going to multiply these together. So 0.055 times 5 gives us that 434 equals P times 0.275. We're going to undo that multiplication with division. Oops. Always be careful. Make sure you're writing down your numbers correctly. I left out a 7, which if I had done that on the other side and in my calculator, I would have gotten the wrong answer. It would have been off. So our principal equals, now remember, principal is a type of money. So if we get a decimal, we're round to 2 decimal places. And we did, so we're going to have to round. So 1578.2 I have 181818. So 18, the next number is a 1, and it will tell it to stay the same. Okay, let's look at our next example. You borrowed $157,000. So let's circle that. This is our principal for 30 years. There's our time. The interest paid was $188,400. So the interest paid. So this is my I. What is the interest rate? Okay, I'm looking for rate. So I equals P times R times T. Okay, your I is 188,400. Your principal is 157,000. We're looking for R, and our T is 30. Okay, we're going to start by multiplying these two together. So 157,123 times 30 would give us a very large number, 471 and 4 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4 times R, 188,400. Okay, we're going to divide both sides by our 4,710,000. Be careful, keep track of your zeros. It's very easy to make a mistake by not having enough zeros. 18840 divided by the answer. So R equals 0.004. We're going to multiply that by 100 to get our percent. Oh, see, I told y'all to be careful with your zeros, and I was like, my answer doesn't look right because I left out a 0. Okay, let's try this again. 188,400 divided by 471,123 4 zeros. Okay, see, this is why you need to be very careful. I'm not going to edit this out, just so you know. You need to be very careful with your calculator, with your decimal points, with your zeros. I left out a 0, so my number was off. Okay, so 0.04 times 100 gives us that we had a 4% interest rate. Okay, last problem. You want to have $12,000. You invest $9,500 at 10% interest. How long will it need to stay in the bank? So how long we're looking for our time. Okay, so you want to have, so this, you want this to be your total. So we have our total. You invest, that's how much you start with. There's your principal, here's your rate. Because we're looking for time, that means I need to find I. But we're given the total, 12,000, and we know the total equals the principal plus the interest. We're going to undo addition with subtraction. So 12,000 minus 9,500. So our I, our interest, is $2,500. So my interest is $2,500. My principal is $9,500. My rate is 10%. 10 divided by 100 is 0.1. And we're looking for time. Okay, so 9,500 times 0.1 gives us 950 T. That equals 2,500. We're going to undo our multiplication with division. So 2,500 divided by 950 gives us 2.6, but because we're dealing in years, I'm going to round and say it's about 3 years. Okay, And that's how you solve the simple interest formula when other parts of the formula are missing. Thank you for stopping by this Math with Miss V video. I look forward to seeing you in the future.